Hi everybody, how you doing? This is your girl Natasha, and I'm here to talk about a new series that has come out called Pose. And it's all about the ballroom scene for the LGBT community. It's new. Mark and a few others. I can't think of the name right now. I should have wrote it down. But it came on Sunday and it was spectacular. It told about the ballroom scene and the LGBT life from the beginning in 1987 in the 80s to the 90s. And it showed how, it had so many variables in it. It showed how some of the children who came out to their parents were kicked out of their homes because of being gay or transgender. And it showed houses, the mothers of the house, and how stern they are, and walking the balls, and how they compete. It was very interesting because myself, I had only been to 2 balls in my lifetime. And the 1980s and 90s were my younger years. And I really found a great appreciation for how the balls, the background scene of how it was. The mothers getting on their children and them learning how to vogue. I didn't know that, and I knew it showed the aspirations that the mothers and the trans people and the gay and lesbian community, how they had dreams and aspirations and wanted to be up there in mainstream America. And so walking the balls is the fantasy. You go there, you're not judged, you walk categories, you're judged, and they compete. And in the after scene and behind the scenes, they show love, appreciation, the house mother, house father, how strict they were. It really impressed me. And then it took a scene, it was a scene where one of the girls were out prostituting, and this guy who had just got a job working at Trump Towers, he was out one day looking for a prostitute and working girl, I should say. And she finally came to the car and she told him, I had seen you driving around. Well, they went to a hotel and got to know each other, and this man was very nervous about what he was doing. But he went on and did it. And he talked to her. They had a conversation. They did what they had to do. He dropped her off and gave her money. And he couldn't stop thinking about her after that. So, again, a few days later, she went trying to go get a job in Trump Tower, and of course, bougie white Caucasian woman looked down on her and wouldn't give her the job. So she bumps into him, the guy that she had been with, who works in Trump's Towers, and he's telling her she shouldn't be there. But then again, next thing you know, a few days later, she bumps into him, and they carry on, talk, and now mind you, he's married, a wife, children. But after being with her, he's starting to see life differently, enjoying himself, and he's finding that being with his wife, she's boring. Us women, trans women, we can be exciting, make you laugh, have a sense of humor, that whole bit. So he really started to like her. But the first time he kissed her. Then he went home brushing his teeth like mad, like he had kissed something dirty. But that was just him trying to fight that he liked this trans woman. And back then they didn't have the names for everything for a trans woman. They had femme queen. It's not the labels like they are now, and everybody's gendered the, how they are. So that's what they call trans women, femme queens. But this one particular trans woman, I loved her because I could so identify with. I'm a woman. Okay, I didn't go for that femme queen stuff. Back then, it was I'm a woman. Then they had the ball, and they had it. They turned it out, and one of the scenes when it first came on, one of the houses, they went to this place, broke in, got the clothes, and they modeled, and they won. So one of the girls, not Blanca. Miss Blanca was a house mother. She was fierce. It was another girl, I forgot her name, and she wanted to leave the house. So Blanca was upset with her because she wanted to leave the house and start her own house. And that's what she did. And she slowly started getting people coming into her house. And it was this one gay guy who, 17, parents threw him out. He was from Allenstown, Pennsylvania. And the father beat him and couldn't accept that he liked to dance and whatever. He told his father he was gay, so his father threw him out. His mother came out and said her piece. So he ended up in New York City, and he met this woman, trans woman, and she gave him her number, and said, if ever you need anything, call me. Well, he's sleeping out on the benches, and he got robbed. He's from Allentown, Pennsylvania, grew up in a home, mother, father, so he's not familiar with New York. And so, after he was robbed, he had nowhere to go. He went to, I think her name was Alana. I got to find out, check it again. But it was so great to see our community showing how it was. And everybody was trans, gay. It was no actresses, no actors, no biological women playing a trans role like they can do. It was our people, the LGBT community, actors and actresses playing. So that made it even special. That made it even great. Because our community, we have so much talent, but it's never seen all the time, because on mainstream television, if they do have a transgender character, it's always played by a straight woman or a man. So it's great that this show is written by our community and our community playing in that. So, like I said, I enjoyed it. And it really showed, like I said, what goes on in the ballroom scene and how they gave score or whatever. And she, like I said, back to this woman who had picked up the guy. He was a great dancer. And she got him into this school, dancing school, I forget the name of it, down in New York. And the black woman, of course, was giving her a hard time and saying, well, with his age, he needs his mother. And then later on, she came and said, I'm his mother. And she got him to, she convinced the woman to give him an audition for the school, because she was claiming that the deadline was over. Well, you know how us girls are. We can be persistent. So she got him a interview and chance to perform. He turned it out off of Whitney, I Want to Dance with Somebody and with Somebody Who Loves Me. He turned it out. Baby, I taped the show, so I rewinded and listened to him dance off of Whitney. And needless to say, he got into school. But then it showed him after he finished the audition, he broke down because I guess it really hit him. I want to dance with somebody who loves me. I guess it made him think about his parents. And so him and, like I said, it goes on. They went to the ball, and he was a dancer, but he wasn't too familiar with the voguing. So it was wonderful how they said, well, you're going to have to learn. So since he was a dancer, he picked up on the vogue quickly. And it was, this show, it was wonderful. Our people get lesbian, gay, transgender, queer, non-conforming. It was wonderful to see our people produced a show and all of us acting in it. It was wonderful to see that for a change. Instead of mainstream actors or actresses playing the character. It was so refreshing. So Pose comes on Tuesday nights. Was it Sunday? Sunday. I don't want to get it wrong. It was Sunday on FX. And it was wonderful. I really liked it. And Dominique Jackson, who played Blanca, one of the mothers, oh my gosh, she was a bitch. And I'll never forget this one thing that she said. She says, baby, when the sun rises above my cheeks and I'm not spooked, okay? And then it's all about being passable. Baby, I love that line. This show, I can see this, it's a series. I can see it going skyrocketing off. I'm getting so tongue-tied because I'm so excited about it. But that's what it was all about. So people, my LGBT community, I'm so proud of you, the writers, all of you. I can't even name everybody, but I'm so proud of this new show. And I encourage the mainstream to watch it also to get a better understanding of the LGBT community. And like I said, it comes on every week, so don't miss it. I got to check for the days again. I think it's Sunday at 9 o'clock. And then, of course, they show it. If you miss it at 9, they show it again. You know how they do. They rerun it. So you can catch it if you missed it. But that's it. That's all I had to say. I was just so excited about this show, Pose. And that's all I have to say. You guys enjoyed telling you about it. Hope you watch, like, subscribe. And I will be back again. Love you. Bye.